So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
This is, of course, the Estadio Banorte, a stadium that evokes so many memories. You need only look back at the commemorative bronze plaques of the game of the century, the goal of the century. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know...
Big chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's destined for the flank.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Dembele is flagged offside. Pressing high and with purpose. Robertson. Now it's Isak. Zaire Emery. And Doué. Lee Kang-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
McAllister. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's a little off target. That's really well cleared. Some really good ball movement. Now it's great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's straight offside. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. Zaire Emery. Hernandez picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Gravenberg is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And the shot! And that's a good finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Paris Saint-Germain, convertido en el minuto 30.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He has found the way through. Mohamed shot, surely! And it's in! And again they hit the front. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Liverpool have their lead. Pacho. Hernandez. Kvaratskhelia. That's gone for a throw-in. Frimpong. Doué. Nicely weighted ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mohamed Salah. Liverpool heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué. Played out to the left flank. And Kvaratskhelia. And it's Zaire Emery. Now Beraldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gravenberg. Doué producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gravenberg. Zaire Emery. That's been slipped through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gakpo. And here's Isak. And here's Isak. Zaire Emery. Zabani. Beraldo. Zaire Emery. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Liverpool are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Away we go again. And it's Hakimi. Knocks it into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Simple. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Gakpo. Oh, it's Dembele. McAllister. Beraldo. That has ended up in no man's land. McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah. Looking for the run. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Hernandez. Wriggles his way through. Hernandez. And it's Doué. Threads one in. Kvaratskhelia. Mohamed Salah, given the lift of his goal, it'll be a throw-in. Frimpong. McAllister. Zaire Emery. And that has been slung wide. Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide. And it's Zaire Emery. And that's been intercepted. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's shifting through the gears here. McAllister. Nicely spread. Salah. Salah plays it in. Keeper's dealt with that. Mohamed Salah! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 81.007.
Zaire Emery. That's a sharp pass. Played through into space. Mohamed Salah is in a really good position out wide. Hakimi, and that has left him in a heap. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played back into the centre. Now it's Gakpo. Now it's Isak. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. Gravenberg. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Lee Kang-in is onto it in a flash. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Frimpong. That's really well manoeuvred. McAllister. Beraldo.
Gakpo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Can he get onto this? Beraldo clears without hesitation.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Beraldo. That's a good ball out wide. Great vision. Hakimi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vitz.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 7, número 10, número 25, número 18.
Frimpong.
Entran número 14. Número
Goes
8.
for a shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Liverpool go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Zaire Emery really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Hakimi cuts out the pass. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hakimi. Zaire Emery. Distributed tidily. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well read, nice interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Mohamed Salah claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would